Okay. Ooh. So your underlying energy is this tower here. So the tower indicates rapid change. So change that you did not see coming. You know, Uranus is coming in the middle of May. So this could be this energy here, right? The kind of early effects for some of you guys. But I feel like this is something unexpected happening. Maybe even finding that a piece of your foundation isn't as stable as you thought it was. And it comes crumbling down. Underneath that, you have the King of Cups. So this is your card here, guys. So maybe this is something unexpectedly happening in regards to your romantic life, yourself, possibly. This is some unexpected change in yourself, unexpected change in regards to the way you feel about love, and in regards to what your boundaries are in regards to love. Okay, so this does have a lot to do with you and how you feel. So this is a sudden change in how you feel. Okay, and possibly a sudden change that caused you to feel very differently about a certain situation. Okay. Now, in your current state of being, you guys have the Ten of Cups. So you guys are completing a cycle. This could also be happily ever after for some of you guys that have had a good cycle. This is really seeing the results of what has come about that cycle. For some of you guys, this could just be an emotional ending, an ending in regards to a really a draining and emotional cycle. So this is ending up here rather good. So this is excellent here that I like to see. Now, for your goal, you guys have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords does talk about moving. So for some of you guys, it could be moving. You could be seeing someone from a distance. You guys could be talking to someone that's long distance. For some of you guys that have long distance relationships, I can really picking this up strongly. For a lot of you guys, you may want to actually, transition, perhaps move from one phase of your life to the next, meaning pretty much like the Death card, releasing something or moving or leaving behind something that no longer serves you, to be able to be in a place in yourself to manifest or to prosper. So that could be that as well. But I'm really getting a sense of traveling here. I feel like you guys do want to travel. You guys do want to, go somewhere. But the thing that's keeping you from, transitioning or traveling or going a great distance is the Knight of Wands. This could be a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. But there is also a lack of passion that I'm getting as well. Maybe there isn't a lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm. There could be someone that has an issue with commitment right now. Someone that doesn't really want to settle down. And I'm not saying this person I don't think this person is a player, but I do get the sense this person is, that is really good at initiating things, very passionate, very exciting, but they have a problem with follow through. They just kind of, when they get stuff started and seriousness comes in, they get bored. So I do get the sense that there is either no passion in the relationship and you guys are feeling very bored in yourselves, in your relationships. In itself, or this could be that you're dealing with a fire sign that is not necessarily committed as much as you would like them to be, or as much as they should be. I think they have, they're fun, but they just don't have that quality of commitment there with you. And the reason why the Knight of Wands is coming up is because you have the Queen of Swords. I think somebody was possibly very blunt with you, or you were blunt with someone. The Queen of Swords is usually a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and I wouldn't really typically see you guys as the Queen of Swords because you guys would come up as the King, as you guys did underneath the tower and your underlying energy. But this could be that you guys are very stern and very serious about what it is that you want. And I feel like also you guys are really good at communicating and being very direct. So, for a lot of you guys, this could have been that this person may be a lot more fun, this could be a fling, this could be someone that is not necessarily serious because it was stated so. That was very well communicated in the past, possibly by a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. This could be that there was a need for conversation or communication here, but this person is still having issues. Let me go ahead and quickly clarify this, because this one is an interesting pair, and it doesn't necessarily tell me why you're not able to travel where you want to go. Why is the Knight of Wands blocking their path? What do we need to know about the Knight of Wands? The Seven of Wands. So somebody is not having fun. They're very defensive. Some of these actually probably a little bit more hostile. Possibly a little bit aggressive as well. And why is the Queen of Swords the reason why the Knight of Wands? I don't know why I want to say King of Wands so much. Did I sing a Leo or something? Why is the Queen of Swords the reason why the Knight of Wands is blocking them from their goal? because of judgment. There was a change. There was some karmic change here, or some transformation of one's perspective and way of communication. A call to action. Someone made something clear to someone in regards to their, what their ideals are, I feel. Okay. I feel like that changed the dynamic of the relationship. So there is a lot more, like, there isn't really a lot of serious stuff. I feel like there is a lot of defensiveness, and there's a lot of lack of fun, because you guys were completing a cycle here. And honestly, it's draining, I feel, for some of you guys. It could be seriously draining, but for a lot of you guys, this could be that there's a good ending here, but there's something in regards to this commitment. I feel like you guys may have met somebody, but it's just that weird phase of trying to get into a relationship for some of you guys. I'm not necessarily sure, but we're going to go ahead and hit back here in just a second. In your best path to follow, you guys have the 5 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups is indicating that, in regards to your best path to follow, is really talking about shifting your focus from what is not there to what you can work with currently. And this is a very difficult energy to have, especially when judgment comes up, and the Tower, because it does, even if it wasn't there, the 5 of Cups is very difficult energy. Just because you're moving from one phase of your life to the next and leaving behind what it was lost. And this doesn't mean that you ever forget about what happened. It doesn't mean you ever forget about, the thing that you missed the most, but it does talk about there is a solution. There is something there that you could still work with. The 2 of Cups is still present. Okay. So, some of you guys this is indicating shifting your focus from the problem to a solution, and to the connection that you guys still have here. Okay, so I really think that you guys may be really burdened or really tired and exhausted with the situation as well. I feel like you guys have completed a cycle, like I said, so you guys are wrapping this up. So you're ending a cycle here, but it's still somewhat of a burden for you. So yeah, there's a lot going on. I feel like this person is super defensive. Okay. Super defensive, and it's just kind of getting a little bit exhausting, but you have reached the end. So I do feel like right now it's just kind of like carrying your weight and carrying what you have home. Okay. Because you're just tying up the cycle. It's that weird phase before something new begins. And it's also like the result of all the hard work that you put in. Okay. Still got a little bit of work to do, but something new will come in soon. Now, what you guys hope for is a bit of excitement. You guys want some spark, something going, something that drives your passion. You guys your guys' agent ruler is Mars, so it makes sense that there isn't a lot of passion here. Nothing's really going to really get anything going. It's just going to be like, ugh. So for a lot of you guys, this could be that you guys completed a cycle. You guys want to move on and kind of get over it, get over with it, whatever it is, because it's not exciting anymore. It's just not giving you something to work with. It's not challenging you, because the 7 of Wands to me is a challenge in itself. Okay, because people are challenging this person with their wands. So I really feel like your situation is completed. You've done that already, and you're ready to go ahead and take the next step. You kind of go on to the next journey. But it's just like, it's not like you don't know, but it's just, there's no passion. There's nothing exciting going on. You're not having fun. And I feel like right here with your hopes and fears, you're not having fun right now. So you really want that. You really want some fun in your life. You really hope to gain some sort of inspiration or spark of passion somewhere. Maybe even receive some news on something that can really get you going. But the good news is here, guys, is that you guys have the Chariot here as your outcome. So I do see that things will definitely, turn around, but it's going to require a little bit of effort. Okay. It's going to require, a bit of give and take, balancing in yourself, balancing your head and your heart, making sure that you're good and making sure that your responsibilities are taken care of. Doing the best that you can with what you have, and utilizing yourself, right? But also maintaining your life as well in the best way possible to get whatever you want. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull you guys your Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay. Okay. And your wisdom of the oracle card for this week, guys, is co-create. I agree with this because this makes sense. You guys want to make something new, start something new. You're ending a cycle that was not only a burden but emotionally taxing. So, in a lot of ways, and I feel like it's just kind of wrapping up something in regards to your emotional well-being. And the sudden change is wanting to drastically get things going, to get some movement in. This is just as much as the card for Mars as it is for Uranus, in my opinion. The originally this is for Mars, but the unexpectability of being hit by lightning is more of a Uranus thing than a Mars thing, because you cannot see anything coming from Uranus at all. So I do really get the sense that, yeah, you guys want to really create and do something. So I feel like really, focusing, shifting your focus on what you don't have to what you can have is the best way to bring about bring out that passion and that drive to go ahead and create whatever it is that you want. Because the Five of Cups is indicating that switcheroo, right? The leaving behind, not leaving behind, but shifting your focus to build. Okay. So I really feel like building right now, looking at what you have left, your passions, your heart's desires, like whatever you have here that is inspirational, you do have it here. It's just going to require you to shift your focus. And it's going to be, I'm not saying this is an easy thing. It's not easy at all, especially when it's something that you've lost that's close to your heart, something that you may not have anymore that's just kind of devastating to lose. So go ahead and take your time, of course, especially when, you put so much time and effort into building this Three of Cups, right? To having something so precious. But remember, you don't have to stay here. There are still something that you can work with. And I feel like this Two of Cups is what's going to bring out that burning energy, that Mars energy that you guys have in yourselves to be able to execute what it is that you're trying to aim for. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull you guys your whispers of love. Okay, and your whispers of love is actions speak loudly. Wow. And this says express your love through your actions. So yeah, I feel like right now, I feel like there's just not a lot of things going on. There's not a lot of passion. There's not a lot of action being taken place. Because a Page of Wands, in my opinion, that's a very action-oriented card. And I know the Page of Pentacles is definitely probably more real, more physical things, because it is talking about being in the 3D. But there's no passion, there's no energy, there's nothing going on. Y'all bored. So whoever you're dealing with right now in regards to your love lives, they're not bringing in as much passion either. So I feel like it's concentrating on the relationship, concentrating on what you have. That's what's going to bring the passion. I feel like you guys have gone through something very difficult, and it's not. I mean, honestly, why do you have to put the relationship, put the energy and the passion back in with you? I mean, sometimes if someone else isn't going to do it for us, we got to do it ourselves, right? So nobody's to blame. Nobody did this on purpose. I feel like everybody's kind of going through their own thing, especially when Tower comes up. Rapid change, unexpected things happening. So there was something that may have happened where, it kind of suddenly changed some things, especially in regards to how you felt about your ideal partner here, or what you feel about love, how you feel emotionally. And I feel like there's a definite change in how you are in relationships, because this Uranus transit is happening in your 7th house, Scorpio. So this is really talking about how you see your relationships and how you feel about romance, and how you feel about and how you feel about working together with a person or intermediate relationships. And I feel like, well, you're going through, you've completed a cycle, but there's no passion here with this person. So I feel like that's what's needed right now. So this is really not a bad reading. It's just requiring you to just kind of look at the relationship and focus on the relationship to build the connection or build the passion in the relationship again. And I feel like with the Chariot there, you guys will be smooth sailing. Okay, and also communicate what it is that you want again. I feel like you guys already did with the Queen of Swords here, possibly, or someone else communicated with you. And that kind of communication, that hard, like a serious conversation that will transform the relationship, but it's time to put the fun back in, right? You guys are bored and the fun needs to come back in, so I do see that you guys may want to have more fun and enjoy your connection with your partner instead of looking at what's gone because of that conversation that may have been a little too serious. You cut a lot of things out of circulation for you guys. Okay.